Have you ever watched a movie so scary that it came in your dreams for weeks? Well, I just spent weeks watching the scariest films, and honestly, I'm still checking under my bed. Today, I'm sharing the 5 movies that genuinely terrified me the most. These aren't just scary, they're the kind that mess with your head for days. Before we begin, make sure you hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for regular updates. Let's dive into these nightmares. Number 5. The Conjuring, 2013. This movie is something else. The movie starts with a family named Perron, who just bought a beautiful old farmhouse in the middle of nowhere. Sounds perfect, right? But here's the thing. This house has some serious baggage. We're talking about the kind of baggage that doesn't just go away when you sage the place and say a few prayers. The movie follows this family as weird stuff starts happening. And I mean really weird stuff. Doors slamming shut, strange smells, cold spots. You know, all the classic signs that your house might be haunted. But it gets worse. Much worse. That's when Ed and Lorraine Warren come in. These two are like the superheroes of ghost hunting. They're this married couple who investigate paranormal stuff, and they're not just doing it for fun. They genuinely want to help people. Number 4. Insidious, 2010. Another horror film that etched itself into horror history is Insidious. Also directed by James Wan, this movie plays with an entirely different concept of horror: astral projection and the idea of being trapped in a world called The Further. So there's this family, Josh, Renai, and their kids. They seem pretty normal, living in a typical suburban house. But then their son Dalton has an accident. He falls off a ladder in the attic and hits his head. Except Dalton doesn't wake up. He's not in a coma exactly. The doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him. He's just gone. His body is there, but it's like his spirit just disappeared. While Dalton is lying there unconscious, the family starts noticing strange things happening in their house. Voices coming through the baby monitor, shadowy figures walking around, doors opening by themselves. But here's where it gets freaky. They decide to move to a new house, thinking maybe that will help. Spoiler alert, it doesn't help at all. The weird stuff follows them because it's not about the house, it's about Dalton. Turns out Dalton has this ability to leave his body while he's asleep, kind of like astral projection. But this time he went too far and got lost in this place called The Further. The family has to bring in this psychic lady named Elise, who explains what's happening. She tells Josh that he has the same ability as his son, and he's going to have to go into The Further to bring Dalton back. Number 3. 1408, 2007. Now let's talk about 1408. This movie proves that sometimes the scariest place you can be is completely alone. Mike Enslin is a writer who doesn't believe in ghosts. He's made a career out of proving that supernatural stuff is just nonsense. So when he gets a postcard telling him not to go to room 1408 at the Dolphin Hotel in New York, what does he do? He books the room immediately. Because that's what skeptics do. They walk right into the thing everyone else is running away from. The hotel manager tries everything to talk him out of it. He tells Mike that 56 people have died in that room. Natural deaths, sure, but way too many for just a coincidence. But Mike doesn't care. He's convinced it's all just stories to scare tourists. The moment Mike steps into room 1408, things start getting weird. At first, it's little stuff. The radio turns on by itself, the temperature changes, the digital clock starts counting down from 60 minutes. Mike thinks it's just the hotel trying to mess with him. But then the room starts changing. The walls move, the windows show impossible views, and Mike realizes he's trapped. Not just in the room. He's trapped in some kind of supernatural nightmare that feeds on his worst memories and deepest fears. What makes this movie so scary is that it's just Mike, alone in this room, slowly losing his mind. You watch this guy go from a confident skeptic to someone who's desperately trying to escape something he can't understand or fight. The room doesn't want to kill him quickly. It wants to break him down completely, piece by piece, until there's nothing left. Number 2. Sinister, 2012. Sinister is the kind of movie that will make you want to burn your laptop and never watch home movies again. Ellison Oswalt is a true crime writer who moves his family into a house where a terrible murder happened. He doesn't tell his wife and kids about the murders because, that might upset them. While exploring the house, Ellison finds a box of old film reels in the attic. He thinks he's hit the jackpot for his new book research. These films show different families doing normal stuff, having barbecues, swimming in pools, hanging out in the yard. Ellison becomes obsessed with these films, watching them over and over, trying to figure out who made them and why. Meanwhile, his own family starts falling apart. His wife wants to leave, his kids are having nightmares, and strange things are happening in their house. That's when Ellison discovers the truth about Bughul, an ancient demon that corrupts children and makes them kill their own families. The films aren't just recordings of murders. They're like calling cards. Bughul uses them to spread his influence, and anyone who watches them becomes his next target. The scariest part is realizing that the killer in each film is one of the kids from the family. These innocent children were turned into monsters by something evil, and now Ellison's kids are in danger. Number 1. The Autopsy of Jane Doe, 2016. And finally, we have The Autopsy of Jane Doe, which is hands down one of the most original horror movies ever made. Tommy and Austin Tilden are father and son coroners who run a small-town morgue. They're good at what they do, examining dead bodies and figuring out how people died. It's not glamorous work, but someone has to do it. One night, the sheriff brings them an unidentified woman's body. She was found buried in the basement of a house where a family was brutally murdered. The weird thing is, she looks perfect. No wounds, no signs of trauma, nothing to explain why she's dead. The sheriff needs answers fast, so Tommy and Austin agree to work through the night to perform the autopsy. They figure it'll be routine: examine the body, determine the cause of death, and write up a report. Jane Doe's body is impossible. Her organs are severely damaged, like she was tortured, but her skin doesn't have a single mark. Her lungs are black, like she was burned alive, but there are no burn marks anywhere. Her bones are broken in multiple places, but again, no external injuries. As they dig deeper into the autopsy, weird stuff starts happening in the morgue. Bodies in other drawers start moving, doors slam shut, and the radio plays old songs by itself. It's like Jane Doe doesn't want them to discover her secrets. The movie traps you in this morgue with these two men as they slowly uncover the truth about who Jane Doe was and what was done to her. And trust me, when you find out what she is, it'll give you chills. So, which one of these movies you will watch first? Let us know in the comment section. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Thanks for watching.